Japanese tea. The perfect companion to washoku, Japan's traditional culinary culture, which is now recognized throughout the world. Amid clear air and serenity, the mild and graceful flavor of gyokuro tea helps you take a step back, slow down, and relax. Japanese teas come in a wide variety: sencha, gyokuro, genmaicha, or hojicha. Among them, gyokuro is the most delicately grown tea and has a distinctive sweetness and umami, a rich, savory taste. To bring out its delicate flavor, a little knowledge of its proper brewing method is helpful. First, prepare a teacup for each person. Pour hot water into each cup. Let the water cool off a little before transferring it into the teapot. The ideal brewing temperature for gyokuro is between 50 and 60 degrees Celsius. You will know the water is ready when you see the steam rise from the teacups in a big wavy movement. When the water reaches the proper temperature, pour it over the tea leaves in the teapot. The tea should steep for about 2 minutes or until the leaves unfurl slightly. Then pour the tea little by little into the cups by turns. A little in the first cup, a little in the next cup, and so on. This assures that the consistency and portions will be even. Try not to let a single drop go to waste, as every drop contains the essence of gyokuro tea. You're sure to find an unforgettable moment of bliss. The traditional Hongyokuro tea of Yame is grown on a tea plantation on the mountain slopes of Kurogi-machi in Yame City. Here we see a plantation for traditional Hongyokuro tea. It looks like a straw house. Inside, gyokuro tea leaves are grown with great care. This method is called furiwara. The superstructure is covered with natural straw to form a canopy that provides a shaded environment for the tea plants. Shielding the plants from direct sunlight results in a high amino acid content, which in turn contributes to increased umami. This shading method also brings out a unique flavor and fragrance in the tea leaves called oika, or shaded fragrance. The tea plants are kept shaded for about 3 weeks before harvest. The result of the pronounced sweetness and flavor that is characteristic of gyokuro tea. Under the straw canopy, the tea plants grow unpruned. Their shoots stretch out in all directions. The tea leaves are handpicked once a year by experienced tea pickers using a method called shigoki tsumi, which means they meticulously pluck only the tender parts of the young leaves.
もう売れてなくなったよって感じで言われた時はやっぱりホッとするような感じですね。世界に通用してくれればですね、まあ将来的にまた明るいような感じがあるかなと思って今やってますけど。
The harvested tea leaves are brought to the factory, where they promptly enter the first stage of processing. Freshly picked tea leaves continue to breathe and consume nutritional elements. Moreover, the oxidization process starts. These are factors that diminish the quality of the tea. That is why it is important to promptly begin processing the tea leaves once they are harvested. The first process for the tea leaves is steaming, 蒸熱. Steaming also arrests the oxidization process and eliminates the grassy smell of raw leaves. The next process is called soju, or rolling and drying. The steamed leaves are dried in hot air to reduce their moisture. They are also rolled under pressure. Using special machinery, the leaves are submitted to another process of rolling and drying to even out the moisture content. This process, called junen, also twists the tea leaves into thinner shapes. Following this, yet another process called seiju is performed, which causes the leaves to take on an even thinner needle-like shape. The tea farmer brings finished aracha directly to Kogacha Eng.ver for trading. This transaction is called aitai, or negotiated transaction. The tea price is determined in the presence of both parties. The tea leaves are carefully inspected and evaluated according to color, fragrance, and taste, and sorted into various leaf grades. In the end, prices are determined based on quality. The aitai system allows the tea farmers to see for themselves if their tea is evaluated fairly and to determine what improvements need to be made for next season's tea production.
厳しく注文なされますが、それに合ったお茶を作っていく。そしてお茶業者さんそれで合ったお客さんに提供してやる。生産者もですね、生産意欲が湧いてくるというところでしょうね。特に今後はですね、やっぱり海外でも日本食の後にはお茶という形で何かの形で伸びていこう。世界に誇る福岡の八女茶ですね。
Tea leaves that are delivered to Kogacha Eng.ver undergo an in-house evaluation process.
香りと味、これをどういうふうにうまくブレンドできるか、一番美味しく感じるのはどうしたらいいかっていうのを感じながら考えながらそれをブレンドをやっております。その年によってですね、やはり出来のいいところ悪いところですね、全く出来が一緒っていうことはありませんので、その中でいかにやっぱ例年のように美味しく飲めるお茶を作っていったらいいかっていうのが一番大きなポイントだと思っております。はい。
The evaluated tea leaves are brought to a plant where strictly controlled sanitary conditions are maintained. The finishing process is carried out on a production line with a handling capacity of 1,000 kilograms of tea per day. At this stage, the tea is called aracha and is unevenly shaped and contains coarse leaves and stems. Its moisture content is still high, which can easily lead to a loss of quality. The purpose of the finishing process is to enhance the flavor of the tea and make it suitable for longer-term storage. Finally, the tea goes through the sorting and firing processes. After blending, the tea is ready for market and for the personal enjoyment of each individual consumer. Kogacha Eng.ver was established in 1938 as a tea retailer in the town of Setakamachi, Yamato District in Fukuoka Prefecture. The predecessor of the company's current president was a direct successor to its founder. He devoted his entire life to the wholesale business in an effort to promote yamecha throughout Japan. And indeed, his efforts were successful, for yamecha and yame-gyokuro are now recognized throughout the country.
私が小さい頃はおばあちゃん、祖母も元気でしたんで、祖母が店先でお茶を詰めながらお客さんとお話しして販売するっていう風な昔ながらのお茶の販売をさせていただいておりました。
In 1997, a retail shop was opened within Fukuoka Mitsukoshi department store. A special blend was released called Kaori, or fragrance. This exclusive blend has been well received by customers. In 2003, a 3-story production and processing facility was completed at the corporate headquarters. In November of 2008, Shiracha, or white tea, won the Grand Gold Award in the World Green Tea Contest. In addition to quality rare teas such as Yame Traditional Hongyokuro and Shiracha, the product line also includes top-grade teas, which have been presented in various tea competitions. For everyday use, Kogacha Eng.ver has a series of teas including sencha, hojicha, and genmaicha, which are sure to impress. Kogacha Eng.ver has worked hard to develop a variety of tea-based products so that even more people can appreciate all that green tea has to offer.
やはり若い人たちにもお茶を好んでいただいて、お茶を飲まなくても他の商品としてご提案できると、やはりお茶っていうのは昔から重宝されていた商品ですので、やはり丸ごと食べる飲むということで、皆さんの健康に少しでもお役に立てて、そしてゆとりのある生活が少しでも提供できるんじゃないかと思って日々精進して頑張っております。
Sparkling black tea and bottled sencha are two new and innovative products. Both products are now served on the 7 Stars in Kyushu, a deluxe cruise train operated by JR Kyushu. Now that washoku has gained global recognition and popularity, Japanese tea is also drawing more and more attention around the world. Kogacha Eng.ver has been promoting yamecha in the countries of the EU and the rest of the world for many years now.
日本にはまだ美味しいお茶がたくさんあります。その中でもえりすぐりのお茶を皆様にご提案させていただいて、で、安心安全で無農薬で EU 基準のお茶いろいろ取り揃えておりますんで、少しでも本来のお茶の味をお客様に届ければと思っております。
From the town of Setaka in the prefecture of Fukuoka on the island of Kyushu, we deliver the finest yamecha with its time-honored flavor to locations throughout Japan and the world. Kogacha Eng.ver has many other quality products that are not listed on our website. If you are interested in carrying our products, please contact our sales team.